question that you all will be asking right now. So Cromwell is a Chemtech company, that's us, and we put a lot of emphasis on chemistry and technology because we feel that these ones are the ones that are budding right now. So our product is Still Fresh. Still Fresh is the first ever spoilage monitoring strip in the Philippines and in Asia. So what it does is that it detects spoilage using its spoilage alarm technology and its color changing technology. So what made us look into spoilage? Like, it's such a big area, and so you see, as we all know and we experience, food is a huge aspect of our lives, especially as Filipinos. We use this as part of us engaging with others and meeting new people, such as this event right now. And it's really not that hard to encounter spoilage.
The business, our plan is to, like, when parents, OFW parents are sending their kids money for their schools, so the tendency is that they use it on other things or they get kickbacks from their parents. So that's what we are trying to eliminate. And for the hospital side is a lot of hospitals here doesn't admit patients or operate on them unless they have down payment. So when we have a relative or brothers and sisters, they're out there, OFW or far away, they can pay our hospital bills anytime and anywhere, even at night. So being able to accept that payment, because if it's Friday night or a weekend, there's no banks. So a lot of, on our experience, there's one of our relatives who has.
So good afternoon, thank you for coming. We're really excited to have this event. I think coming from a startup founder for the last 10 years, I have seen the issues that startups face, and I think it's about time that someone actually gets the whole local scene, puts them all together in one event, and then show the international investors that we have all the international grade startups here that they can put their money in. We found that there's a lot of investors looking for investments, but they just don't know where to look. So I think this event should help a lot of the startups out here and link them together with corporations and media like you guys.
I'd like to echo what Francis mentioned. So I think it's high time, and I think the time is quite ripe for the Philippines to actually showcase what it has in terms of its startup ecosystem. So if you guys are not familiar with Tech in Asia, around 5 years ago, Tech in Asia had this article, and the article was titled, "Is the Philippines the next best secret place or the next best site that investors can look into for startups?" And it has been an opportunity and yet a challenge as well. And TECHtonic hopefully will be able to show both startup entrepreneurs, both investors, whether local, regional, international, what our ecosystem looks like, what the opportunities are at stake, and how we could do more collaboration in this space.
Alright, so since I'm in the business of events management for almost 7 years now, I feel that it's about time to have this kind of event in Manila. Because you've been hearing our Asian neighbor countries, they've been doing a lot of tech events. Why not Manila? So I thought of this event, and of course through the help of Blogapalooza, OPBC and 1000 Angels, we decided that really it's the time, it's the perfect time to have this kind of event, TECHtonic, Manila Tech Convention. And Culture for the Future. Why is it TECHtonic, by the way, Ace? So TECHtonic, if you could relate it to the tectonic plate of a volcanic eruption, so something like that. So technology is about disruption of ideas. And Filipinos are very, very creative and very innovative. So I feel 100% I believe in our local startups. So that's why we came about TECHtonic.
TECHtonic is the collaboration of startups, MSMEs, government, corporations, media, and bloggers. So for us, this event gathers everyone into one place or event. And it's about time that we showcase the Philippines on how innovative we are, and not only we could excel here nationally, but we can excel and compete in the international scene.
Right now, and I know startup founders will agree, startup entrepreneurs will agree, the startup scene is a very, very small and closely knit scene. So magkakakilala po lahat sa startup scene. And because it's like that, there are very few people who understand what the entire scene means. And through TECHtonic, we hope that more people will be open to what happens in the startup scene. They will be exposed to how startup founders work, how the entire startup investor relationship works, and how things happen in essence in the entire scene. So at this point, I know that you have a couple of questions for our panelists. I could probably answer some of them also, but do we have some questions right now from our audience?
So good afternoon, thank you for coming. We're really excited to have this event. I think coming from a startup founder for the last 10 years, I have seen the issues that startups face, and I think it's about time that someone actually gets the whole local scene, puts them all together in one event, and then show the international investors that we have all the international grade startups here that they can put their money in. We found that there's a lot of investors looking for investments, but they just don't know where to look. So I think this event should help a lot of the startups out here and link them together with corporations and media like you guys.
If we talk about the ecosystem, how much of it is private sector led? How much is the government supporting startups? Is government aware of startups? What if they are aware of startups? What is the type of support that they are doing for the startups? And that is one of the topics that will be discussed in the 2-day panel discussions we'll be holding. So on the 29th to the 30th, you can expect a lot of panel discussions. Like there's a panel that is about just the government funding or support, focused on that. You have another panel that will talk about people like Francis, entrepreneurs who have exited. You have a panel about what do we do about researches, because I closely work with DOST, and they have certain researches that are commercially viable, but why haven't they taken that commercial route?
On July 29 to 30. Thank you.
Yes, I'd like to invite everyone to join in attend TECHtonic. You can register on the website, and you can download the app also for further information. It's gonna be 2 days of panel talks and pitching competition. There will be startups exhibiting, media will be attending, corporate attendees, and also students from the academy. They're very interested. We've got partner schools already who are committed to this event, and they are eager to and can't wait for July.
And aside from inviting you guys, because I think all of us have been inviting you for the longest time, I wanted just to say that we're doing this because we really wanted to solve an issue in our industry, in the startup industry. We wanted to showcase that there are actually companies here who are doing something that could really change the way business is done and could change lives as well. So I think we want to showcase that. We want to give them the stage, and we want to hope that they can get investments or sales or exposure from the media. So at least they could be highlighted and they could inspire others to even do more startups in the future, and of course impact the Philippines as a whole.
I've been in the startup industry for quite a while. So even before Idea Space and Kickstart Ventures came out, I was working with Larry VC as an associate. And pre-2012 was so niche for startup founders. They had no recourse but to set their sights in Silicon Valley or outside the Philippines. But come 2012, because PLDT and Globe came in, and it's snowballed since then. The time has been, the population in the startup community has been clamoring for an event really. When will we have an event that will not only celebrate, that will not only bring in opportunities, but that will actually introduce the Philippines to a bigger crowd. The Philippines beyond ASEAN, the Philippines hopefully reaching towards, an international scope or type of event. So this is what TECHtonic is all about. So TECHtonic really would like to bring attention to what the Philippines has to offer. And I think this is our response to the Tech in Asia article. Is the Philippines the next big thing when it comes to startups?
The Wi-Fi here for today.
Oh, yeah, that's
And that way you can
Fiber.
download the app. You can also visit the website. So download the app TECHtonic PH. We'd like to acknowledge also ProMate, our major sponsor, and Snippet Media. Thank you so much. And also Mega Cellular, who's here to actually raffle out some items. So make sure
yeah.
you drop your raffle stops.
The most exciting part of I guess we have stuff to raffle off.